So why if they're
I won't say
communicating?
that.
Why if
I
they're
won't say-
communicating with the RSF to get stuff into Al Fashir or just
That
outside
only the
Al
UAE
Fashir?
can do that.
So why if they're communicating with the
Only-
UAE? So they need to elaborate.
Fine. Do
Okay,
that.
that's
Elaborate.
fine.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you're gonna get to that floor, explain how. Please tell me how.
Okay, what about the other regions then?
And now for the other regions, it's possible.
How are they going to get in? Can you
Since-
fly into Sudan?
Now
That's the
you
question.
can, yeah. But in the war at the beginning, you couldn't.
You couldn't.
All
Okay.
airports were closed. All air services were closed.
Okay.
Port Sudan airport reopened, which is in the far east of the country,
Okay.
furthest point away from Darfur,
Fair enough.
where the administrative government is. So now, at the beginning of the war, I did see some charities say stuff they were gonna. And at the beginning of the war, some people did. I did see some people say they were gonna go into Sudan, and at the beginning of the war, I didn't believe any of them because my family was separated at the border in Egypt when they closed the border.
Okay.
Yeah, and there were no airports open. So unless they were coming by sea, in which case they would have to be probably on the
So it's
UN.
difficult. What you're saying now to me, it's difficult.
Now it's easier.
No,
This
before.
has been going on for 3 years, yeah? No,
But where were they 3 years ago? That's the question.
I'm just saying I don't know.
Okay, I'll give you the example. Let me pose
just saying I
something.
don't know.
I'm not going to mention any charity's name, but I'm going to pose a question to you. Imagine you have a charity. This has been going on for 3 years, right? And I'm going to bring this to a close because
So
3
go on.
years now this has been going on. Is that right, brother? 2022.
This is the third year.
Okay.
This is the third year.
So imagine a charity, right? According to their own testimony, under their website, so it's their website where they operate about us, and they list all the countries where they operate in. They don't have Sudan. They don't have Sudan.
They don't have Sudan.
They don't have Sudan.
Okay.
There's no record or no information regarding their operations in Sudan. Now that the conflict has ensued, 2022 to 2020, you said you weren't able to get in. It was very difficult. The airports were closed, the ports were closed, the borders were closed. So now that Al-Fashir has fallen to the RSF, world media's attention's on it, right? Is it possible that you could somehow operate in Sudan?
Now,
Meaning now, but I'm talking about you weren't operating at all according to your own testimony. Would it be difficult to get in now, have a team, find people who you could trust, transfer money, logistics, etc., whether it's food packs, whether it's emergency kits? How is that going to happen?
okay, so let me tell you what I know because I can't answer for them. Maybe they found a way. I don't know if they found a way, yeah?
What way is it though, if they found a way? Now, from your knowledge.
From my knowledge, and this is the case for most Sudanese, because of the American sanctions and this, there was restrictions on bank transfers to Sudan
Yeah.
for a long time. Sudan's been under some of the harshest sanctions.
Similar to Syria, you couldn't send money via bank transfers.
Cool, yeah. So the having a Bank of Khartoum account, you can send money to another Bank of Khartoum account via an app called Bankak. So for us, sending money to Sudan was always sending money to someone in Sudan. Yeah,
Okay.
from someone who already has an account who's outside.
Bank of Khartoum, okay.
Yeah. So deposit money, send it over, kind of thing. Yeah,
Okay.
and from account to account. That's how it always works. And I know that the aid kitchens in Sudan that opened up during the war, like the Khartoum aid kitchen, which I think is the biggest one. This is how they work. So
Okay.
when you donate to them, it's going to someone's account who's going to transfer it to someone's account
And they can withdraw it
in Sudan. Yeah.
in Sudan.
Yes.
Okay, so they have to have
This is
someone.
the way which I know, and most Sudanese have been operating from the beginning of the war. Now, since the army has taken over Khartoum, for example, and they've reopened the Port Sudan airport, and Khartoum airport's under maintenance right now, or they're fixing it. There are areas that what we call the liberated areas.
Yeah, Harara.
You can fly into Port Sudan, and you can probably get to. I mean, you can probably get stuff to the refugees, the displaced, who are in Port Sudan. Port Sudan is a small city, but it's now full of refugees from across Sudan. So if someone says that's how they're doing it, that's believable.
Then you provide evidence, obviously.
Cool, yeah. But there's also restrictions the Sudanese government puts on charities as well because of, in the past they've
There you
been
go. Something I didn't know.
they've been bitten by, well, UN
Bitten, more like
UN assisted.
with the way the charities operate.
No, UN assisted charities.
Oh, you're on about the aid agencies.
Yeah. Because they were COVID operation for other things. So so
there's
the
restrictions.
Sudanese government does have restrictions. I don't know how they work. I think I don't know how they work, but if someone is working in Sudan, he must have a license, probably has been given permission by the Sudanese government.
So it's not just a free reign, you just land there and start doing what you want.
I mean, if you come in with a lot of things, it's going to raise eyebrows, I guess.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
like
the due
actual-
process.
Now, it's probably easier to get stuff to refugee camps in Egypt or in Chad
Bring it.
or in Ethiopia. So you just fly into Egypt, and then you take the aid to the refugees in Egypt,
So you got.
not going into Sudan.
Oh, got ya. You know, the so similar to the way the project we
So
have
yeah, not that it's placed inside Sudan.
inside Egypt.
The refugees who are not outside.
Oh,
Sudan,
yeah,
they're
that
in
happened.
Egypt or in Chad. That seems a lot easier.
So that's what they need to elaborate. Are they operating in Sudan, like you said? Because there are some charities that use marketing strategies to say that they're helping the refugees from that country, but the way they market it as if they're in that country. And we spoke about that before.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of questions. If charities are claiming that they're working, and I utter this without any, twist, in Sudan. So any charities that are operating in Sudan, like you said, tell us how you're doing it. Give us updates.
Yeah,
Clarification.
to be honest, I'd like to know anyway. Maybe there is a way. There is a way in which I don't know.
Alhamdulillah.
But like I said, I'm not in the charity scene, so
So that's where transparency is needed, isn't it? To provide, because you're taking the amana of the ummah, your wukala, as per the Sharia requirements. So then you have to carry out your due diligence as donors, as muwakkils. We are the muwakkils, they're the wukala. We need to know if you're operating in Sudan. As a Sudanese brother, you want to know.
yeah. And I don't think it's
Impossible.
I don't think it's impossible. It's definitely easier now than before. Maybe some of them are just transferring the stuff to those aid kitchens. Allah Alam.
Allahu alam. Okay,
And,
so there you go.
and I don't think there's any, what's the word, any shame if they are just bringing stuff to the refugees outside Sudan. There's no shame in that. They need help too.
Just be open and just be honest. That
Yeah,
it's not in Sudan.
If some people are thinking that people will not donate unless it's for in Sudan, I don't think that's how the average Muslim donor thinks. Like,
I know.
I'm not trying. Like, doesn't matter.
I wouldn't think that if you're saying I'm helping, like for example, the Gaza refugees, that the Great Project which Irish Emir runs, he's quite categorical in saying these are Gaza evacuees that are in Cairo that we're supporting.
Okay.
And to be honest, people support him. So I think
they
people.
need help too. It's not
Yeah,
like,
that's what I mean.
It's not like, they're safe now.
Yeah,
okay,
khalas,
they're safe, but they don't
leave them
have
to
food.
it. Yeah, and their situation is quite bad as well in Cairo. I've seen it. I was there.